Yo, yo.
Hello.
Hey. Welcome, fucking the boy from Boston, Gary Bolles, to the podcast.
What's
dude.
going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
Yo.
Our pleasure, man.
Yeah.
This is great.
Thanks for coming.
Have
dude.
you recorded a podcast before?
Absolutely. I actually did a few in the last probably 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
I went on Bean Shooters.
Oh, Bean Shooter's the man, dude.
There was
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of fun. Him and Johnny Bott, Jake Scally sat in, my buddy Mark. It was a lot of fun. And it was right near me in Braintree.
What'd you all talk about?
All kinds of shit. Fucking addiction. You know what I mean? Stand up.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of crazy shit.
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
Their characters.
Yeah.
I had a question for you. When did your videos start blowing up on social media? When was that about?
A couple years ago,
Yeah.
Snapchat, they did a thing called Spotlight. At the end of 2020, they're giving away $1 million a day to be split amongst the top creators. And I got the top viral video twice, and I got all this money back when they were paying. I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, they were basically doing it to get people away from, like, YouTube and IG Reels and all that shit. And I was like, oh, this is, I always liked being funny and being goofy and shit. Mm-hmm. But then I started doing a little bit more low-hanging fruit shit, still do that. But in the last year, I started doing, like, Boston guy videos just because I see Boston videos, and I'm like, even though mine aren't perfect, like, you could add a little bit more character and flavor to it or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm from there and it's kind of cheating, everyone's like, it's so accurate. I'm like, wow, I lived in Southie till I was fucking 33.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
it's
yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
But, like...
No, that's like an archetype Instagram video, I feel like, is like the
That's a lane,
dude
for sure.
from Boston type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Like the prosciutto poppy and that
Yeah.
guy, they do it. And
then just being myself in sequencing videos, like, like kind of stitching yourself in there.
Yeah.
That pops a lot on Instagram, too, and helps you get followers. And I always wanted to do stand-up, and then I was like, you know what? Why not just kind of just
how long
do
after
both?
that did you start stand-up?
A little over a year ago,
Okay.
I went to, like, Cagney's in Quincy, and then I
Yep.
went to Grand 10.
Cool.
There's like a few people there. I was absolute shit the better. After my second time, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I was like, fuck you got to do it. And then I started doing
Dude,
comedy.
powering through after that is when you actually
Yeah.
start like
Yeah.
doing decent though. So it's good that you
Yeah.
hung with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and like meeting all these new people and stuff. And, I just kind of like it. I mean, just to see people grind and get out there and have fun and make each other laugh. And I love when you're in a room full of comedians and comedians laughing at one another and talking and shit. Oh my God, this is a cool club to join.
This is the best.
I know I'm new, and like I was saying to Will's been doing it 20 years. I'm like, he said, why I like hanging with you and doing this, it reminds me of like why I started,
Yeah.
And I goes, I can see that. I feel like I'm a fucking kid again doing it. I love it,
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
you know? But I will say, like, going to meet new people and like walking in by yourself and shit, I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm fucking my first day in school.
That's exactly what it's like. It's
yeah.
going back to high school.
Yeah.
And there are cliques and gossip and
Yeah.
backstabbing and
Yeah.
fucking Facebook group.
Yeah.
It's all exactly.
It's literally the same as high school. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
It's the same. What were the videos that you did that were so viral?
So on the Snapchat one, it was a guy with a gray cat, and he was antagonizing it to scratch him, and it was like draw blood and everything. He would like sing like, opera in the cat's face, and I had an identical cat, and I was just stoned on a couch. It was literally the end of December 2020. My buddy had just told me about it. I didn't even know they'd been doing it since $1 million a day ad money. They were just giving away. It was crazy. So I put myself right after that video. I looked at the cat. I goes, you try that shit with me, we're getting a dog. And it paid $94,000. Hey, I got a team Snapchat message. I'm like, it's not a holiday. Why are they sending me this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I opened it while I'm driving and I almost fucking crashed my car. I had to pull over on the side of the road. And then they shadow ban me. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. They kind of just out of the
I've been
algorithm.
shadow banned on Call of Duty a couple times.
So
Not gonna say why.
Yeah. I have a feeling I know why COD fucking shadow banned Kenny. I think I know. So then they shadow banned me. I went on my ex at the time, Snapchat. I basically started using her Snapchat and then went viral on hers. I put her in a whole new tax bracket. I did the same thing.
Hell yeah.
I was just figuring, like, writing words sometimes in the videos and all this, like, little shit, just trying to get people to stay on longer than 2 seconds to watch a video, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like stand-up's the same thing. Sometimes you should come out and, like, you should do a joke right off the rip that's just going to make them laugh. But then again, you kind of fucking yourself because you're like, everyone better be like that.
Well, there's all sorts of little...
I always start sets with like a short joke
Yeah.
that like gets right to the point because I feel like as soon as you get their attention, the more likely it is that they're
Yes.
gonna be more open to listen to everything else
Yeah.
that you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's almost like an algorithmic aspect to it.
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah.
like there are certain things that just work off the top. Like the first thing I noticed is that great comedians will almost always have a bit that's like about their personal appearance.
Yeah.
Like if not some kind of like crowd work thing.
Yeah.
Because it's the first thing that people notice.
Yeah.
So it just warms up the room in that kind of way. And I'm sure with the Instagram videos and all that, it's like even crazier. I saw Mr. Beast interviewed by Lex Friedman a while back. And he was explaining like the amount of things that he incorporates in his videos to maximize these.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, maybe 5% of the overall brain power that's going into it is to the concept, like Squid Games or whatever it happens to be. 95% of it is just strategic, like what works.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. This viral shit is insane. It's totally unpredictable.
Are you worried about something, Kenny?
No, I was just checking
Okay.
looking at the levels, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a very high tech operation.
Yeah,
As
that's
we
really-
talk about
yeah,
like
this is
algorithmic tinkering to maximize shit, it's like,
Yeah.
can the mics hear us?
Yeah. Are we doing the thing?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't understand. I guess, I mean, it's all advertising dollars. They must be making that money back somehow. It's got to work somehow. But
Yeah.
sometimes it does feel unreal. Like we're living in some kind of fake reality where people are doing these things that...
Just the people that like can go viral for the absolute dumbest shit. I mean, myself included, obviously, but like
Yeah.
I'm talking dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like some guys just sticking their stomach out dancing, like 187 million views. Like I remixed a video. It was basically a guy crashing through a fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was write a meme over the screen. It got 157 million views. They paid me 4 cents. It had 6 million likes, 3 million shares. I have it pinned on my page. I'm like,
4 cents?
4 cents. I don't know what is going on.
That doesn't make
Instagram
any
sucks.
sense.
That's why you have to.
No, that doesn't
You have
track
to
at all.
monetize yourself.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Like TikTok barely pays. Snapchat doesn't pay anymore. Snapchat went from paying me that to like a couple grand a month. Facebook Reels, I was making money a few years ago when they were paying for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
A few grand a month.
Instagram pays decent though, don't they?
Yeah, so for some reason, I don't know what it is with me, but I'm not, and all my monetization things are on. I'm trying to hit all the levels and do enough time, and I can't get it to pop. I have no idea. Like they pay me very little. Like they'll send me a few bucks here and there. It's crazy.
That's strange.
Yeah.
It's so weird that there's this like it's like this dark force behind it all. That
Yeah.
You can't. It's like as Theo Vaughn would say, it's like the dark arts. It's like if
Oh,
you're
it is, it's the
out at a
dark
comedy
arts.
show and like there aren't people in the audience, then it makes sense why it's not working.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? It's like, or if you bomb, you can tell like, okay, that was me.
Yeah.
But with this, it's just you're just out in the ether, and it's just up to these weird gods
It's
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
all just autistic dudes, like,
it's crazy.
sweating over computers.
It's crazy.
I've been thinking about that more and
Yeah,
more.
Zuckerberg bought that gold chain that he's been wearing with that money from your video, dude.
Dude,
He stole
I keep
it.
thinking about this, like how like it makes sense that society's collapsing if you think about how the fact that we've given like the keys to the like social engine of our culture to like the most autistic dudes possible.
Yeah.
100%.
Like if you were to say like, okay, Mark Zuckerberg 20 years ago, if you were like, okay, somebody is going to have this much control over how people interact with each other.
Yeah.
Who do you think we should give that control to? Surely somebody who's very high in emotional intelligence,
Yeah.
right? Somebody who
Yeah.
knows how to interact with people? No. We're going to give it to the weirdest dude possible.
Yeah.
Who has no idea.
You got Musk buying Twitter and turning it into X, then him with, Instagram and Facebook. It's wild. Like
Yeah.
you just said, it's wild that these dudes are behind the wheel.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ran by only autists.
Let him
now.
run the rocket. Let him run the rocket company. Let him run the car company.
Yeah.
Let him like
Imagine,
trains
hey,
on.
let him run the rocket company. Imagine, it's true though. Like the guy's on fucking everything but roller skates. He's on ketamine, fucking acid. He's twitching at the inauguration.
Yeah.
He's firing everyone left and right. Guy's crazy.
It works for the Rockets.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
works for the
yeah,
Rockets.
yeah.
But for socializing, it's crazy. I mean, him trying to be funny is the most bizarre.
Oh, it's painful,
Like
dude.
wearing two
Oh, trying to be
hats. He was
relatable.
wearing two hats in a cabinet meeting the other day.
Imagine,
This is a cabinet meeting.
imagine.
He's just trying to be funny.
This is going to go down in history.
Yeah.
And he's just
Like
like
his
I always
tuxedos,
wear-
t-shirts
yeah.
on and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the tuxedo t-shirt's fucking unreal.
Him
dude.
and Nick Cannon are going back and forth to see who can spread more seeds in a fucking year.
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. I want to talk about that more because he's building a compound for all the women that he's impregnating.
This is amazing.
I'm being completely serious.
We all know what that's called. That's a cult.
It's a cult. Yeah.
Cult harem.
Cult of Elon.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look at this shit. Oh.
Compound.
I think. I'll Texas town. Maybe the images that I've seen of it have just been like generated, and they're not actually what he's building.
Did you guys ever watch the thing on Netflix about the 1,000 kids? The guy.
Oh, Our Father.
No, it was called 1,000 Kids.
What was it?
The guy was donating sperm. He donated so much in his part of Europe where he was from that basically all these people end up meeting, and it's unavoidable. They think they have like a...
Oh, they're all like
it's
from his sperm?
It's a familial match, and they think like, oh my God, we're so into each other.
Yeah,
we connect so well. Yeah, it's because you're half brother and sister.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
they went to other countries and did it. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It just made me think of Elon and Nick Cannon spreading seeds.
Yeah.
This guy got a god complex, and he's just... Him and his friends were meeting up from sperm things and mixing it in the cup, and as a joke, bringing it to the bank, and they're like, whoever it looks like first, my sperm won. And they'd be like, bet $20.
Yeah, it's
It's like it's a 3-part Netflix thing. I was like, this is the most wild shit I've ever seen in my life.
That's so crazy. At least they're going by legal channels. This other one that I never saw because it literally creeped me out too much is this documentary called Our Father about
heard of
a
it.
guy who was doing in vitro fertilization. He was a doctor.
The older
but
guy.
he would swap out
Yep.
dude's sperm for his own.
You know what? I did
that's
watch a
fucked
little
up,
bit.
dude.
I did watch a little bit. I had to turn it off.
Dude, me too.
I did watch a little bit.
I have a pretty high stomach. I have a pretty high tolerance for this shit, but that was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And he thought he was helping people. Like, that's how he looked at it.
Yeah, well,
about
you know,
that.
that's the thing. It's like sociopathy and intelligence. Like, you can be the most sociopathic person in the world and still be really smart. You can be smart enough to pull these things off. You know?
I always had a joke, like, I have no kids, and it was just something I chose. And I was fucked up for years, but I always said, I wouldn't mind if someone came up to me in their 20s, knocking at the door, like, I'm your son. He's like, I'm in medical school. I'm at his fucking graduation. I'm like, I taught him everything he knows. You know what I mean? Guy buys me a Mercedes. Everyone's like, aren't you pissed you missed the beginning years? What, diapers and waking up in the middle of the night? No, I'm not.
Yeah, if there was a way...
Got him at the good part.
Yeah.
If there was a way that could happen such that it, like, genuinely wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
How he's like, look, I can't blame you for this because, like, mom didn't tell you,
You were
or
messed
whatever.
up. Or, yeah.
So, like, you know, you weren't in my life, but it's not your fault, so we can just be homies now.
Absolutely.
That would be great. Yeah.
Make me a father. That's the only way I want to be a father, right there.
Yeah.
Nah, being a dad's cool, dude.
Yeah,
Promise.
click
nice.
promoting
all my
your
friends,
way through
all my friends
fatherhood.
love it.
Yeah.
I just know I'm so selfish. I'm like, I'll either be overprotective or whatever, so I just kind of veered away from it. Not for the lack of trying. I tried, so it could be just blanks. Who knows?
True.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
maybe it's
I
your
always
fault.
wanted to get him tested.
Yeah.
What's that cost? Anyone know?
I don't know. It's a good
I had a do-it-yourself test. I popped one out.
They have a do-it-yourself test. They actually have those though at CVS. It was
No,
like
I know. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Getting a girl pregnant at 19 was my realization that my shit worked. So that's good.
$40.
All right,
Oh, not bad.
I gotta
it's
do
not
it.
bad at all.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it on like a TikTok live and get banned. We're testing the swimmers.
Yeah.
Everyone tune in.
Did you see that they did a sperm race?
You set up a...
Did anyone see this?
No.
No.
They actually had two guys come in this thing, and it was under a microscope, and the sperm raced around this like obstacle
Bro.
course. Yo, pull this
DraftKings needs
pull
to get
this
in on
thing
that.
up. Pull this
I
thing
know.
up, dude.
Imagine the bets on this.
Yeah. What? A sperm race?
Yeah.
Wow.
World's first sperm race. Yep.
No
Wants to
shit.
go recruiting
Wants to go
celebs.
to Hollywood recruiting celebs.
Do you know we ran out of
Get
shit?
Elon on that, dude. His sperm must be swimming, dude.
Yeah.
We ran out of shit to do if we're racing sperm.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know, dude. I think we're just getting started.
Oh, you know they're gonna pay Vin Diesel $1 million to show up to one of these events. Dominic Toretto's in the building.
That's so funny.
Well, he does only care about family, so. It would
Yeah,
make sense.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, draws significant online viewership, aims to promote men's health. That's the funniest thing, is how everything has to be for a cause now.
Exactly.
You can't just do something.
Yep.
So, like, when they sent the women to space, it was about, like, promoting some sort of,
Yeah.
I don't know, pollution thing or whatever. and they get back down and they're expecting to be lauded for it, and everybody's just like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Katy Perry, you fucking idiot.
You went on a fucking Disney ride that cost you $1 million while people are like can't afford food.
Imagine after the whole thing with Hawaii and Oprah, right? Let's put her out in front and have her crying for the rocket. Yeah, because this is going to help. The woman who was just asking for money when she could have probably bought and saved Hawaii 1,000,000 times over. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then Jeff Bezos going to open the door with a crowbar. They open it from the inside. He's pissed off. He's like, shut it. They try to cover it, and then he fake opens it with the crowbar.
Yeah, that was wild.
There's something about like the pressurized cabin or something like that. Like, doesn't that prove that they didn't actually do what they said they did?
Yeah. Imagine if we had another, like that fucking submarine thing, and the thing went...
I mean, it's only a matter of time that shit's going to happen.
There's going to be a ship of celebrities that challengers that.
Yeah, Selena Gomez is going to pop up there.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be Challenger 2, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, Challenger.
Re-challenged.
It's the one thing that I actually respected about Bezos is that he went on the very first trip.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas Elon is like, he's not going anywhere near those rockets.
Yeah. Like James Cameron when he went fucking, 30-something thousand meters. He built his own, with a company, and he went down himself.
Yes. Yeah.
James
Cameron. Remember the South Park episode?
No.
James Cameron, the bravest pioneer. They like had a song.
Dude, I kind of respect James Cameron. Like, he walked into... I think Paramount, whatever the studio was that did the last Avatar, and he was like, I'm going to need $1 billion for this movie, to make this movie. Mm-hmm. Which means that for it to even make a profit, it's going to have to be the most profitable movie ever made. And they're like, all right.
Imagine.
Here's $1 billion. He's like, I'm going to build a submarine, and I'm going to go look at the water.
They did it, though.
Right? Yeah, he did it. Yeah. He pulled it off.
Yeah. Did it.
Yeah.
The Avatar movie's real.
I'll tell you what, the ride... The one in Animal Kingdom is the craziest thing I've ever done in my life.
Cool. Yeah, I was there in January. It was
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on it a couple of times. This is like the coolest thing ever. 5-minute ride.
I don't think we ever put out that episode. I Mile High Clubbed on the way.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God.
That's
oh my God! Right. Yeah,
I don't think we ever put out that episode.
It might be too good.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that.
I've never even done that. I fucking wow.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was cool. It was this random girl that I met at the airport bar.
I was going to do the typical guy thing, like, what's his name?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did that like 6 times throughout the episode.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Huh?
It was cool.
The fattest dude at the airport. You meet at the bar.
Dude, what the
30 minutes later.
Dude, have you seen people at airports, dude? I was nowhere. I was a fucking prize there, dude. I
was a prize. Oh, man.
Especially, it was going to Orlando to Disney, dude. It's
my God.
Was it Spirit?
That place is all Rascal Scooters nowadays, dude.
Was it Spirit?
No, it was JetBlue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I watched Ex Machina after I
Great
crumbed.
movie.
Nice.
After I crumbed. Unbelievable.
She's like trying to like talk to you, and you're just like, it's a robot.
Yeah.
It's a robot.
Have you seen this movie? It's a fucking beautiful film. It brought A24 to glory.
It did. That fucking dance scene too is unbelievable.
Which one is it? The dance scene?
The dance scene when fucking Oscar, what's his name? And they're doing that dance side to side. I'm like, that's just as trippy as scene.
Yeah.
Movie's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was great in that, dude.
Yeah.
Just the concept of like I know that I can control this one guy from this company, so that's why I pick him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mindfuck, dude.
Yeah. It's not that far off, man. It's not that far off. Like, we probably talked about this on other podcasts. We were talking about AA earlier, and like the culty aspects of it, and how like groups like Scientology seek out certain archetypes of people that they know that they can manipulate. So like Jim Jeffries, just for fun, tried to go through the Scientology like interview phase, like application phase, and the moment they found out that he was a comedian, they were like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work."
Yeah,
because they're like, he's gonna start asking questions, he's gonna start making jokes.
He sees things too logically.
He's not gonna take things seriously.
Yeah,
and we need people who are like one track minded.
It's funny you say that because I don't think there's any comedians who do it. Seriously.
Well, you have to be able to be like all in on something, which comedians are kind of incapable of doing.
Yeah.
They have to, at some level, make fun of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Jim Jeffries is great.
I fucking love Jim Jeffries.
He's great.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, that's the, like, rudimentary human version of what happened in Ex Machina. It's like, we're already surrounded by people applying these kind of tricks to each other all the time.
Yeah.
It's just to see a robot do it. It's like, You know.
Yeah.
Dude, AI is coming for everything.
Yeah.
Luckily, it can't get human. I don't know if it ever really will. Someone was just saying that the other night. Like, will it ever really understand humor?
Well, I think it's a kind of question of like, does it matter at a certain point? So you know what the Turing test is?
Oh no, I know who he is. Who
Right.
he was.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Kenny, do you know who Alan Turing is?
It was just a movie, right?
Yeah, Benedict
Benedict
Cumberbatch
Cumberbatch.
played him in a movie. It was this British code breaker during World War II, and the Nazi code that they used to communicate all their battle plans and stuff was so fucking complex and changed so rapidly that the Allies could literally hear it over the radio. It was like publicly broadcast, but they couldn't do anything with the information because the code was so complicated. And so Alan Turing was like, I know how we can break this, and he built the first computer. Like, he literally built, I mean, it was the size of this fucking house.
Yeah.
And he eventually used it to break the code. I mean, this is how genius this guy was.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of the tragedy of the movie is this amazing moment where they first start cracking the codes and they know where all the Nazi attacks are going to be. And they're like, okay, so we're going to stop all these, right? And he's like, no, we can't, because then they'll know that we cracked it. And so they had to let all these attacks happen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, it's an amazing story.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
never
the
knew
reason
that
we bring it up is that Alan Turing, he was this genius computer scientist, and he developed this thing called the Turing test.
I've heard of the test,
which is this like thought experiment of like, if you're standing, if I'm behind this wall and either a person or a computer is behind the other wall, and they ask me, you know, we have a conversation for like 10 minutes. If I can't figure out after a certain point, if you ask me 10 minutes in, like, is this a person or is this a computer? And I can't figure it out, or I say it's a person when it is a computer, then they've passed the Turing test.
Okay.
And so, you know, ChatGPT has passed the Turing test a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we're well past that place. So it's just like, okay, does ChatGPT have an actual human brain? No. But at a certain point, if we can't tell the difference,
I know.
what does it matter?
What does it matter?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, to your point, general AI, I think we're a long way off from that. That'll be, you know, yeah. Because, I mean, we still don't know how our brains work.
So like here I am writing jokes in little skits for people, and I'm like, they're gonna be using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a while before those make actually funny, like, good jokes. I think they're good
Like
for
fluid ones.
like creating, you know, premises and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Something I'm confident that they're never going to replace is just live stand-up comedy. Because
Yeah.
the joy of that isn't that you're hearing the very best jokes. The joy of it is that you're watching an actual human being,
Exactly.
you know, maybe fucking up.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or someone getting loud, even the heckle, anything. Someone getting
Right.
up and leaving, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every little
it's
part
the,
of that
the
live
chaos
audience.
of that experience that makes it fun. You know, yeah, it's interesting to think about like what things you'd be okay with a robot replacing and what things you wouldn't. So, like for example, you know, robots start driving the cars, flying the planes, doing the surgeries. I'm all in on that stuff. Do I want to see like a movie made by a robot? I don't know. I don't. You know.
I know.
Again, if you can't tell the difference, you know, what's it matter?
Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like Marvel already does that shit, dude.
So we're gonna be
Basically.
we're gonna be at a bar, and a guy's gonna send over his fucking AI powered android to go hit on a girl for him. It's gonna be his wingman. He's gonna be like, buddy, just go over there and get her for me. I'm like, really? You're sending over your fucking do
Yeah.
it yourself, buddy. You chatbot.
oh,
This is
dude,
gonna be
it's already happening. I
Yeah.
mean, this was
Crazy.
the South Park episode. It's like
Yes.
Stan programming ChatGPT to just talk to his
To talk to
girlfriend
his
for him.
girlfriend for
Does
him.
he really?
Yeah, yeah,
He'll listen to all her stories and shit.
yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That was a great app.
It was brilliant. Yeah, they nailed it. They
Yeah.
nailed it. Of course. Yeah.
I'm excited for the new season.
Mhm.
It should be good.
Imagine how
Yeah.
long it's
July.
been going on for. That always
Yeah.
fascinated me about Isaac Hayes and the chef being willing to make fun of every single thing. When they made fun of his religion, he bounced from the
Scientology again.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He just bounced from the show.
That's so interesting.
The episode that they did about when after he left was fantastic. I just watched that the other night.
I gotta go back and rewatch that.
They just keep so they just used a bunch of sound clips that they had from him, and they made him a pedophile.
Of course they did.
And he was part of the Super Adventure Club. They said,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, people kept saying, "Oh, the Adventure Club," and they're like, "No, the Adventure Club actually travels the world. The Super Adventure Club is just a bunch of pedophiles."
I mean,
so they're just again like subliminally shitting on Scientology once again.
I mean, imagine being in like in a working creative relationship with Matt Stone and Trey Parker, and thinking that you're smart enough to like
it's unbelievable.
get over on those guys, or like
I know,
to give them the business. It's like they will crush you.
Unbelievable.
They crush people that they don't even care about.
I know.
It's going over 2 decades of it.
It's
right?
unbelievable.
I mean, they've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Almost 3, I think. 96, I think it started.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and something I like about it too is they don't do nearly as many episodes. So like they've had a perfect sense of like just how much they need to reduce the quantity in order to maintain the quality.
Yeah.
Which nobody seems to have a sense for. They always bite off more than they can chew.
Yeah,
or they disappear forever, and you lose interest. South Park guys
write themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
So many shows, every show.
Yep.
Writes themselves into a corner.
And they were doing like those little specials too on Paramount, which they're still doing, I think.
The specials,
COVID.
Took a break.
Those were fun. Yeah.
Took a break to write like one of the most successful Broadway musicals. Like,
ever.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. I really want to see that.
Yeah, we should see it, dude. Alexis was talking about going to New York when it comes back and fucking going to see it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
We should all do that. That'd be fun.
For sure.
Yeah, I never saw it. That would be great.
I've seen it twice, but only in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it in.
I want to see that Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross with Bill Burr in them. That looks cool.
Oh, that looks
dude,
what a cast!
I want to see that too. It's out of my price range.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I really want
to.
to.
Look at the fucking cast. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Jesus.
Yeah, apparently I asked a friend of mine from New York. It's an older guy. He's my old neighbor from when I used to live there, and he was like, "Oh, I saw that in I think in the '80s when Al Pacino was doing it." It's like Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross. Apparently, like the heavy hitters have been doing this for a long time, so it's not so crazy.
That original movie was great.
Yeah.
Just the dialogue.
I still haven't seen it.
The movie?
I've seen that scene. I've seen Coffee is for Closers.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a great movie because it's not something like movies like that. Like even There Will Be Blood. I watched that. And I'm like, that movie should be boring to me. I fucking love that movie.
I
just
fucking
so
love There Will Be
long.
Blood so much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those movies, like you don't think like oil. Like why is that fascinating me? Like Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross. I have no fucking interest in salesmen, but the way they all play off each other and the backstabbing and shit. It's unreal.
Well, it's all. I mean, I have like long discussions with my buddy John about this because like I love a movie like There Will Be Blood because to me it's not about the characters. It's about like what they represent.
Yeah.
And so it's like America started as a Protestant nation, and then so that's Paul Dano's character, the priest. Yeah. And it starts off strong, and then capitalism gets in, and slowly but surely capitalism squeezes out Protestantism. And so, the church is obviously still very powerful, but at this point, where consumerism is the real religion of the American people. And so it's all just a metaphor for that, and that battle, ending with him beating the fuck.
Oh my God.
Beating him to death with a bowling pin.
I drank your milkshake.
Yeah.
With a straw.
Milkshake.
Unbelievable.
So great. Yeah.
Speaking of films, I saw the 20th anniversary Revenge of the Sith the other day.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was sick to see it on the big screen again.
Mm-hmm.
Love big Star Wars guy.
Such a classic battle.
But dude,
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, 2 ladies sitting next to me, right to my right.
Oh no!
Listen to this, dude. The most annoying human beings I've ever encountered at a movie, dude. It was where I saw the Minecraft movie with Jace, and these people were worse, dude. Dude, from the beginning, like the opening scene where Anakin and Obi-Wan are flying the TIE fighters and like trying to get to Grievous's ship.
Yeah.
Dude, they're reciting every fucking line, every single line,
way.
like out loud, dude.
Oh.
Every line, dude.
Yeah.
Like all the meme lines, dude, from it.
Yeah.
And so there was people in front of us, and right when they started doing it, I was like, "What is this fucking Minecraft, dude? Like, cut it out, knock it off." And then dudes in front of them, one dude turns around and is like, "Come on," and then turned back around, and then they kept doing it. So he was like, after I forget what line they quoted, but he was like, "Oh, have you guys seen this before? Have you seen this? It's been out for 20 years. Have you seen this movie before?"
Dude, in a way, it doesn't surprise me that this would be worse than the Minecraft movie in this way, because I feel like the Minecraft movie is for kids and their parents, whereas this movie is for kids who never grew up.
Yeah,
that's true.
And so they're just fully grown adults who are still in this world where the movie was made for them.
Yeah.
And so they're sitting.
Like,
This
this
is our special movie.
Dude, she had like Mickey Mouse ears, like R2D2
Mickey
Mickey Mouse ears on.
I just pictured
Disney adult, classic Disney adult stuff is people who think like, oh, well, my mom likes it when I recite the movie for her when we're at home, so I can do it in a theater full of people.
It's unbelievable.
It's nuts, dude.
That just reminded me of, like,
I was sitting there fuming, dude. I was ready.
But
the guys in front of me handled it. They stopped.
I just pictured you and the people in front of you as like fucking Larry David.
Yeah, dude.
Remember like the fucking ice cream abuser? Yeah, I wonder what banana tastes like. Oh wow, you know the next line too? Go ahead.
Yeah,
take it from here.
Yeah.
We'll just turn the sound down in the theater.
Oh man.
Or Costanza. We live in a society.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine Larry David walking around like a Disney World or something?
Oh, that'd be nuts.
I mean,
dude.
it'd just be
Did you ever see when TMZ got him inside the parking garage? He's the one trying to leave, and the arm won't go up. He's out of his car asking everyone, and people think they're in an episode. So people are like, "Are you filming?" He's like, "No, this is like Larry
this
David.
is actually happening.
This is what happens to me. Like I'm Larry David."
It is funny. He's kind of. I like thinking about how people because of the characters that they portray that become so famous, they set themselves up to be in these weird situations. So like Larry David, if something like that is happening to him out in the world, everybody's just going to think it's a bit.
Yeah.
And so nobody's, you know what I mean? Whereas they might otherwise help him because he's stuck in this shitty situation. He has to be like, no, I'm not making a joke.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
looking around for like cameras and shit. They're like, is he doing?
I'm at Planet Fitness in Dedham. My foot hits the fucking treadmill, lets off this loud sound. 2 girls walk over and they're like, oh, "Are you doing one of your videos?" I'm like, "No, I'm just fucking stoned on a fucking treadmill right now." And then I'm walking Castle Island, and a girl says my line to me from the thing, goes, "Look at you, what's up with you?" And then I record her, and then afterwards she's like, "What are you up here looking for girls?" I'm like, "No, I'm walking. I'm not fucking at Castle Island. What? Looking for girls eating a hot dog? Like, what are you talking about?" But it's so funny. People really like. They thought I was doing a bit at Planet Fitness. I was so embarrassed. Like, no, I'm just fucking stoned on a treadmill right now.
Yeah.
No
You're making it worse,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
funny. You know, Seth Rogen said this in an interview once. Like, the one thing he really doesn't like about being famous is that he can't take mushrooms in public anymore. Because
That's actually a good call.
he'll be
You'd be
high as shit and
freaked out.
he'll get approached, and he's just like, I can't handle this. Yeah.
You get freaked out.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I've been out to dinner and a woman pulled her phone out of her bag, and I know it's because of me because she gave me a triple look, and I'm with my date, right? So I think she's going to show her date me on her phone. I turn, she takes a picture of me and my date. My date looks at me and goes, "I hope I looked all right." She just took a picture of us. I look at my DMs, and an hour later, she goes, "Oh, so sorry about that. I take screenshots of everything." I'm like, "A fucking screenshot? I'm a human being." She goes, "I've only seen 2 celebrities in my life. This will show you the age of the woman." She said, "Tom Selleck in Hawaii," so that's Magnum PI, and me. I goes, "First of all, you think I'm a celebrity? I do fathers with my video. I do videos with my father because I live with him. That's not a celebrity. That's a fucking asshole."
Comparing you to Tom Selleck, like the sex symbol of like the 80s, is a hilarious.
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's
grow
very
that
funny.
mustache in fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have felt good about that, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, even we were tapping in the square, and a waitress ran over. She's like, "Espresso martinis," yelling from one of my videos, and like, asked to take a picture. It's cool. I'd rather people ask and like acknowledge than just stare or take fucking.
Yeah.
I was out to dinner in Portobello. Someone just has their phone like this and is taking pictures of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah.
What if I'm blowing my nose or something like?
Does it still feel like a charge? Like, oh, I'm getting somewhere with this, or is it starting to get annoying? Like,
yeah, no,
privacy's
it's
being-
happened like a lot over the last few months, especially. Like I was in like Little Compton, Rhode Island, in a fucking coffee shop, and the guy goes, "Honey, look who's here." I'm like, "Oh my god, this is hysterical."
Damn, dude.
And then every time you introduce
sick,
yourself, they forget to say their name to you. So I'll even repeat them, like, "I'm Gary." Hey, like trying to like, I don't know, like just put a human aspect to it, like.
Yeah.
But I get what they mean, because even Jake Scally, who does the cigarette videos, nodding off. I meet him the other night. The first thing he says, he goes, "I can't believe you're in front of me." I'm like, "I can't believe you're in front of me."
Yeah.
I've only
Jake
seen.
Scally rules, dude.
Yeah, I've only seen you on Instagram for
I know
fucking
exactly
2 years.
what videos you're referencing.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you guys'
Oh,
names,
you
but-
remember Chris Harvey, who would do stand up a little bit?
Yes.
I just saw him a couple weeks. He's like boys with Jake Scally.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Jake's
yeah.
such a nice kid. I'm gonna do videos with him. We've been talking about it forever. I'm supposed to do it this week. He's so funny. Yeah, he ended up coming on my show. Him, Bean Shooter, and a few of the guys came to the Chelmsford show that we all did the other night.
Hell yeah, dude. Shout out Bean Shooter. Bean Shooter fucking rules.
Hysterical.
I hope you hear this. You're the man.
He's hysterical.
Would love to meet you. I watch all your videos, dude. Keep throwing coffees at homeless people.
Yeah,
It's fucking
the
very
Johnny
funny, dude.
Bot. Oh my
It's
God.
very funny, man.
That's his bit. He's bothering.
Dude,
all
no,
those
No,
dude.
just
He'll like
let-
hold the coffee out and like drive it in front of him.
I think the guy was
It's
like
fun.
a stolen valor.
No, it's fun, dude.
That
It's
guy
fun.
was like pretending he was like a fucking military guy.
He was
So it's
faking-
so it's homeless people that deserve it.
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
military.
Yeah, but he was
homeless guy.
threw a coffee
Yeah,
right
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah.
A fake military homeless guy, that is about as scummy as it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not only are you stealing military valor, you're stealing homeless valor.
I told you about the lady in Saugus that was near, like, the Stop and Shop. She was with her kids and shit, and she was, like, trying to get food. And then it turns out that they, like, someone followed them when they left in their van. Mm-hmm. And, like, they went to a house. Like, so they had a house. They were just, like...
Yeah.
They were just trying to get money.
So what
but they had their kids out there with them, so they probably
right.
They probably pulled in some bread.
So what you just said, right? I'm outside Newbury Comics like 10 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And there's this dude outside rapping. He's like, yo, 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 spare change newspaper. Me and my friend each gave him like fucking $7, $10, right?
Yeah.
We come back outside. He drives off in shotgun of a BMW. And I respect it. I goes, we got caught. Like, it was unbelievable. Good for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no law protecting people from getting tricked.
Another time at Charles Street, we gave a guy a few dollars. We ended up going back around in the city truck. We see him again. My buddy goes, you have a fucking better cell phone than me. He did. He had a better cell phone than him. I was, you're in Boston, buddy.
I probably told this story before, but growing up in Brooklyn and New York City, when I was growing up there, it was like getting nicer, but it was still like getting mugged was still kind of a rite of passage.
Still like Spike Lee Brooklyn, like.
Yeah, just like on the cusp. Yeah. Like I was definitely not in like the hood, but now it's like Newbury Street.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway. We all got mugged at some point. One of my friends got mugged once walking downstairs into the subway, and he was like, he had a shitty phone that we always made fun of him for, just like an old brick phone.
Yeah.
And he was gonna hand it to the guy, and the guy was like, nah, you can keep it.
Imagine. That's how bad his phone was. You can keep it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just flies in the face of this idea we were all raised with, which is that, you know, if somebody's in that position, their life is definitely fucked up beyond any control, and like it's not their fault and all this stuff, and it's like
I'm a shining example of that.
Yeah,
100%. I literally was so fucked up on drugs I robbed the same bank twice in 3 months. Yeah. Hey, now I do comedy across the street at Capo.
Hell yeah.
From the bank I robbed, and I live 2 blocks away.
How do you feel like? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I was on opiates. I was on OxyContin in my 20s, then Perk 30s, and then I did heroin for 3 years. Luckily, I never like lived in the street. I never shared a needle or nothing like that. I was kind of functioning and working, but I passed a note at a bank with a scarf on, got away, probably would have never been caught. A few months later, I decided, I'm going to go back to the same one. And they told me to take the scarf off. But I was like, yeah, but here's my note. Like self-sabotage. A few weeks went by, I'm like, wow, they don't even care. This is crazy. And then my father was like, you come back to the house for a second. I was on Universal Hub, Mass Most Wanted, Fox News.
Ooh.
And I ended up getting a 2.5 year suspended sentence, 3 years probation, drug court. Maybe because I'm white, Massachusetts, no record, but I went to jail for a few weeks, got bailed out in an ankle bracelet, and then pled guilty and got a suspended sentence.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
so it worked
horseshoe
out.
up my ass. Yeah.
Worked out.
Yeah, so it's funny, when I was, one of the first times I did comedy at Capo, I goes, it's weird being in a basement in Southie doing comedy. Last time I was in a basement in Southie, I was hiding from the FBI. But that was my only offense. It was just, like you said, the shit you do, you never know how desperate someone is. Like, I was desperate. I'm the opposite now. I know people who got clean still steal. I'm like, why do you steal? I'm like, well, I'm better at it now because I'm clear-headed. I'm like, that's fucking... I'm like, well, that's fucking crazy. That's insane. You're
hilarious.
just a klepto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, now I give. I don't take. I haven't taken in fucking 12 years.
I think it's cool to steal from big corporations.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Walmart, Target,
Oh my God,
dude.
I'm so fucking high with my buddy leaving Star Market one night.
Uh-huh.
We was just playing video games. We go to Star Market. It's late. I goes, dude, you forgot this shit at the bottom. I was like, dude. He goes, Gary, shut the fuck up. I didn't know he was trying to take like the case of water. I'm like, dude, my bad. He's just trying to fuck the big, he's trying to fuck the big guy. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I literally ear sniffed him and didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have corporate executives pulling in tens of millions of dollars a year, and they're literally making the calculation that, like, they can afford to let a certain amount of shit get stolen every year instead of, like, paying their employees fairly.
No one, like,
it's in the budget, so it's like, fuck these guys.
Lululemon, like, that's what gets stolen the most because they are not allowed to chase you out of the store.
Yeah.
Lululemon,
that's a policy most places.
All the Lulus across, like, the fucking state have a problem with theft because it's probably the most hot item you can get in the fucking
street. This has been told
street.
so many times on podcasts, but the reason that got named Lululemon is the funniest thing ever.
What is it?
It's because the owner wanted to fuck with Asian people and make them not be able to say it.
No, sir.
I swear to God.
I've heard this story so many times. I can't tell if it's an old wives' tale or if that's real. I almost feel afraid to Google it. I almost like I don't want it to be debunked because it's so.
Well, some stuff like I've heard like in Hollywood or in like just stuff like that, pop culture. You don't believe it, But then, you know the guy Ari Gold in Entourage is based on Ari Emanuel, whose brother was like, you know, Obama's boy, Rahm Emanuel, politician.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what he got in trouble for in a meeting one time?
What?
We have a script for Wesley Snipes. He's going to be a Navy SEAL. He's like, come on, they can't swim. He got sued for like $2 or $4 million because, like, you know, an African American person at the table was like, that's fucking racist. But like when I heard that, I'm like, there's no way he said that.
Even if he did,
like
when
you hear stuff like that,
a
you're
serious
like,
statement?
I know.
Like a guy operating at that level, do you really think that he genuinely believes that black people can't swim?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
What are we doing
I know,
here?
I know.
It was
exactly.
like that Netflix guy. There was a Netflix executive who they were talking about Tom Segura using the word retarded in a stand-up special. And the guy in the meeting was saying, like, was basically taking the woke position of, like, yes, retarded, the R word, that's basically like the N word for people with mental disabilities. But instead of saying the N word, he said the actual word. And they fired him for it.
Imagine.
Oh, shit.
He's
so
literally making the point that they want to hear.
Yeah.
Which is that this is a bad word that
That's
you
how
shouldn't
fucked
use.
up we are now.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was kind of peak woke. Like, I don't know if that would happen now.
I got to ask you
like,
a question because what you just said, you said that's like the N-word. My buddy is a redhead, right? And I thought he was like doing a bit. Like, you know, sometimes you fuck with your friend.
You say ginger is the...
Yeah, he goes, so... He looks right at me. And he's bald now. Like, first of all, you don't even have red hair because you shave it. Like, he's like, that's N-word. I goes, what are you talking about? He goes, that's our N-word. I said,
if you move the letters around, it does.
I know. I know.
Is that where this is going?
So
That's the closest one.
So I said to him, like, he was dead serious. He goes, I fucking hate that word. I'm like, I goes, please don't.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ginger. That's a very sensitive term.
Retarded ginger.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Chris Cuomo. My favorite was Chris Cuomo getting called. He was at like a beer garden or something a couple of years ago.
That guy got in his face?
Somebody called him Frodo. Or Fredo,
yeah,
right?
Fredo.
Fredo. And he was like, that's N-word for
I saw the
Italians.
video.
It's like, because the fucking Godfather? Are you kidding me?
Can you imagine?
How desperate are people to be seen as victims? It's
crazy.
So,
Being
so
called
desperate,
Fredo.
it's so crazy, man.
So desperate.
That's why I went to therapy, though, because if someone does like something like that from like the audience, I'm like, I can't go down and fucking, what am I going to do, attack them? I'm never getting invited to anywhere ever again.
Yeah.
That was a joke, like, someone calls me Fredo from the audience, that's our N-word.
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? I seen that video. He was all fucking bent out of shape with the hat on.
He was dead serious.
Yeah.
He was dead serious.
Unbelievable.
Should just call him a wop instead.
Yeah, I know, seriously. Fredo? He called you a movie character.
Yeah, I know. Ridiculous.
So what if he called you Frodo? Like, what do you have to put that to?
It's like a...
Yeah, can you call short guys Frodo?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you call Peter Dinklage Frodo,
man.
he sue you. Like... Yeah.
What about
Is
him?
that worse than midget, though? It might be.
I don't know.
Oh, what about Bean Shooter's video? He's in Colombia chasing the dwarf. She's like a, lady of the night down the hall. He goes, I'm sorry it didn't work out. We couldn't see eye to eye. And then another video, the same girl, he's chasing her down. He's like, does this half off, I hope? That girl has like 400 and something thousand followers on Facebook, the little dwarf girl.
Oh, really?
He showed me, he goes, no fucking way.
That is a funny aspect of this, like, online social media culture that we exist in now, is that you never know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You could make fun of the wrong person and then be effectively on the front page of the newspaper.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And I literally don't know who I'm talking to sometimes. Like, I sequenced a video for Alexis Fox. Now, she was just on Kill Tony, Tom Segura's live thing.
Yeah,
She's a famous, stepmom-style porn star. She's awesome.
Yeah, her name rings bells, yeah.
So, I sequenced a video where she has another page called Official Massage Mistress, where she's, like, putting her elbow on a person. So I was like, fucking put some of my elbow grease in it, will ya? So she messages me. I'm like, all right, this isn't her. Come on. You know what I mean? She sends me a video. It's her. She goes, it's me. I just got LASIK done. And I'm like, hey, you want to do another video? And I wink, like saying porn.
Yeah.
She goes, just fly out here and just, if you want to get, tested by my people. And I went, no fucking way. I chickened out. I said, let me get back to it. I chickened out.
Yeah.
I chickened out. And hey, for 2 days, I thought I was like hot shit. And then my buddy goes, you do realize they need like a lot of content. So pretty much, like, if you have a phone and you clean, maybe like I'm like, no, she followed me back. Don't try to fucking minimize my shit. Like, I'm friends with it now. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's clearly...
But I really didn't know it was her. I thought it could be a handler. You know what I mean?
Well, again, with the algorithmic thing, it's literally just a numbers calculation for these people. She sees the kind of numbers that you get on your videos, and she's like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. This man.
I had fucking Chef Emerald like 5 of my videos, but wouldn't follow me. So I called him out on my story.
Emerald Gasso, dude?
What?
Bam?
I told my mother. My mother
Damn,
was
that guy
so
rules,
excited.
dude.
Who is this?
You
He
remember
was like an
Emerald?
old celebrity chef, like a celebrity chef, like when we were...
Emerald
He was a
Lagasse?
cook. He's
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
most
yeah.
famous like fucking TV.
I've heard that name on an Action Bronson lyric for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely.
But no, he used to do bam
Yeah.
when he would throw shit in a pot.
I
Dude,
called
that
him
was
out.
nice.
I called him out in the story one time, and I took a screenshot of him liking like my 5th video. I goes, "What's up? I got to scramble your fucking eggs. I'm not good enough for you to follow. You can like it, but not." Fucking unbelievable.
Oh man.
Follow me back, please.
Yeah, please, Chef Emerald. Just for my mother's sake. My mother will think I'm fucking cool for once.
Yeah.
It's like Donna Emerald follows.
Did he get in trouble for something though, or was that the
No, that
other?
was Mario Batali.
That was Mario
That's
Batali.
Fucking
right,
tips. Him and his Crocs. Not
Yeah.
tipping people. Unbelievable. That's what happens. You know?
He did that Italy in Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why fucking bald people who have ponytails aggravate me. Like Hulk Hogan, like you're bald and you got a ponytail. I know you're holding on for fucking dear life. Shave your fucking head, number
Dog the
one.
Bounty
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I respect Rogan for this. He's always said like, just fucking do it.
Just do
Bite
it.
the bullet.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm lucky in this regard.
I said the same thing. Like
I still have
I
my
get
hair.
it. I get it. Like though, I do
So
get it.
I don't know how
Yeah.
I would feel. I would say that now.
Yeah.
But the moment I start losing my hair, I'm probably gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah, freak out. I shave my
I've
head
always
before,
said that
I don't
I'll just let it go to like the Louis or Larry David style.
You say that now. You say that now.
That's what I mean. I say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
now, but then like once it starts happening, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
My Uncle Lefty, he's been bald his whole life. You get the hair on the sides. We call him the White George Jefferson. He walks like with the mustache and everything. You get the little waddle.
We do live in a good time for this, though. The hair plugs are getting really good.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends, even I have a cousin who wants to go to Turkey
Yeah, yeah.
and get it done. Fucking
that's
right,
funny.
good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's. I don't think that's as risky as like going to get like fucking people getting their asses done and fucking over the border and getting fucking.
Oh, dude. When I
like
was
That's
toxic
definitely way
pig
worse. That's
fat.
definitely way worse. Yeah.
You know what
I
I
lived
mean?
in Colombia for a couple of years. It's the capital. It's like the plastic surgery capital of
Teeth.
the world down there.
Get your teeth done real cheap down there.
Everybody,
Everything.
like full-grown adults, have braces because it's
Yeah.
like it's suddenly it's so doable.
Yeah.
Everybody fake tits, fake asses.
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing to me, the idea of like you're trying to get it's of all the things in life to like try to get a deal on. You're gonna get a deal on the surgery that,
I know.
that like
I know.
permanently impacts your body.
Imagine.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need a good deal.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
something
I was
that could kill me.
We're just saying to Kenny, like, I'm worried about getting a solid state drive off of Timu because I don't want to lose our old record.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
podcast.
You don't wanna get
Imagine trying to
fucked.
skimp on a tit
Yeah.
job.
I
I
know.
know.
I know.
There's a doctor in Brazil who like got in legal trouble because he was doing the sketchiest ass surgeries possible. He was putting like cement in chicks'
But see what I'm
asses.
I
saying?
saw
See
that.
what I'm
I
saying?
saw that. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you don't know what they're doing. They put you under. You don't know what.
You said Colombia. I seen an article someone shared in the New York Post. It was last year, a few months back. A comedian went down there and met the wrong girl. Fucking stabbed. He got thrown off a cliff. I
Oh,
forget if he
fuck.
survived or not. I think I forget where
Is
he's
this in
from.
Medellin? I think I heard.
He went down and got fucking like thrown into a ditch or some shit.
Damn, dude. I hope it wasn't Juan.
I know people would have all the time.
Shout out Juan Bustos.
I'm pretty sure he was a comedian. and said,
He moved back there again, right? I think.
I don't know. I've
He got
lost track.
stabbed.
of
He was
his-
home for a while, and then yeah, or he was back here for a while, and
There it
then
is.
he went back home.
Tujer Shong kidnapped.
He was killed. Okay, so it was 2 years ago.
Woman he met on social
Holy
media. in
shit, that's the
Colombia.
exact day I quit the trolley job. December 13, 2023.
No
Really?
kidding.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
13th and
It's
14th.
a fateful day for
I know, I
A
guess.
day of endings.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious. New beginnings, not for him, but
Kidnapping, killed, going on a day with a woman.
poor
And a boy
bastard. Rest in peace.
died. Yeah, rest in peace.
Asian American living in Minnesota.
Man.
Yeah, he swiped right. That's what's crazy. Like, I'm in Colombia, you know what I mean? They get the best Coke, I'm going to do it. Wouldn't you be scared because it's the best Coke? Like, I know someone who went down there, is like, dude, I couldn't wait to do the Coke. I'm like,
Yeah.
give me, like, the mediocre shit. You know what I mean? I don't want this shit where I'm geeked out fucking... I mean, I haven't done it in
Face
years.
numbing, face numbing and stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like fucking, what's his name in Blow? Was it Bobcat
Johnny
Goldway?
Depp. Yeah.
Bobcat Goldway. He's like,
Who
I
is
can't
this?
feel my
What was
fucking
this
face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not speaking from experience here.
Yeah.
But from what I gathered, yeah, like the good stuff in Colombia is like scary.
I don't
It's
wanna
like,
do it.
It's just so.
You know what I mean? Like, if
No,
I-
because I've been to Key West and done it down there, and like that shit is like crazy.
Because you're
good.
so close. Because you're
It's
so close
so
to.
good. So I can't even imagine like going to like because they do factory tours and shit.
So what
where
he
you
just
can
Yeah.
what he just
test
said is
it.
is the old joke, like, you want to get it when it's still in Florida before it gets stomped, cut.
Exactly.
For all these states, and by the
Exactly.
time it gets up to Boston, it's unless you know someone who's like direct route or something.
Yeah.
I have friends who still do it. I'm like, what? Are you fucking people nuts?
Yeah, it's scary these
Got
days.
2 right here. No.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to work in the bars, and like kids would be like drinking Red Bull, doing coke, and I'm like, just pick one or the other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just pick one or the other.
Yeah,
That
at a
doesn't make
certain
sense to
point,
me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
Like
if
a
you
Red Bull
already
and
started
vodka?
doing coke, I don't think a Red Bull is going to do anything
What are
after
we?
that.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's like people who smoke cigarettes and vape. I know people who, when they can't smoke a cigarette, they're vaping indoors, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it on the podcast. I know someone. She's a beautiful person, but like when she talks to her dog, she talks like this. You get boo boo from all the vaping and the cigarettes. I'm like, that's why I made that joke about like, can you imagine if you had that thing up to your throat? I've been smoking my whole life, asthma. Like, imagine trying to be intimate with a woman. You're like, yes, I can't even fucking imagine.
Yeah.
Just
The
pull it
Ned-
out,
the
yeah.
Ned from South Park.
Yeah, like
Like,
that.
what are you allowed to do with the hole, though? Is the question.
That's
Yes,
true,
yes.
yeah.
So like, I'll have girls be like, "You have a deep voice." I'm like, in 5 years, this could be a lot fucking worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the kind of deep you want.
Yeah, how deep are you interested in?
yeah.
I haven't seen any of those in a long time. I feel like we must
I
have
know, what are we
invented our
doing?
way out of
Yeah,
it.
something must have happened.
That used to be a Super Bowl commercial every year. Like,
Yeah.
to depress the fuck out of
Yeah.
you. Some
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, the guy with the hole in the thing.
Yeah, it was one of those, and
And he's
then
like
one,
still smoking.
and then one of the Melissa. No, what's the fucking lady's name? The sad dog
Oh,
commercials.
yes.
Oh, Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah
Sarah
McLachlan. Yeah.
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 Always though, every year.
At least those hit pretty hard. Now I feel like they're all virtue signal commercials, but they don't tug on my heartstrings at all. I'm just like, all right, I'm ready for the next, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But those Sarah McLachlan ones, they got me every time.
Always.
Arms of an
The second you hear that song.
Yeah. It's like, oh God. Oh.
Fuck man. Oh, Belichick.
Yeah, we got to talk Belichick,
Belichick,
man.
we need it.
We got to talk Belichick. I
All
mean,
right.
it's so crazy to me. Like, I mean, I guess everything's already been said, but like, it's just this dude who's like this paragon of like masculinity, dominance.
Yeah.
He's running press conferences telling people to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He's like
Not
running-
giving info at all.
running the Patriots. It's like you cannot be Steeler balls than that.
Yep.
And yet he's done. He's done. I mean,
Yeah.
reputationally, you can't.
So
go
he
back.
just said that, right? When he did that interview the other day and she interrupted and said, "No, we're not going to talk about that." I went viral on TikTok and Instagram. I took them both down because I was like, the comments were so bad. He's a pedo, this, blah, blah. It got so insulting. I just, instead of shutting the comments off, one was like 160,000 views and the other one's at 40. I was basically making a joke like, where are your balls?
Yeah.
Put her back in her playpen. What are you doing? It was just a joke, like being sarcastic. But seriously, what the fuck happened? And I'll tell you something.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. This is a hot take. I think that she's weirder than him.
Oh,
Definitely.
for sure.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. No,
She
she's
has all
running
those
the show.
trademarks in his
No,
name.
but I'm
Did you see
saying
the trademarks?
like as far as like people calling him like
Oh, right. Yeah.
like weird for trying to date a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
He's a 75-year-old dude obviously he wants to date a hot lady.
So I say good for her and good for him, and that's my hottest take on it, and that's the honest to God truth as much as I joke about it. But I will say, someone just wrote in my comments before I deleted the video. Do you remember when he was on the Ring camera going viral a couple of years ago with his shirt off, coming out of the girl's house?
Belichick.
Oh.
If you look-
don't remember
I do.
this.
I kind of do
Google
remember
Ring
that.
camera, Bill Belichick. It's him. Guess whose house it was?
It was hers?
And I know the person who lives right behind her.
No shit.
She goes, "That's behind my house." Yeah,
What do I Google?
Belichick ring camera.
Winthrop. So I guess he was already in the middle of breaking up with his girlfriend at the time. There it
Caught
is.
on ring camera sneaking out
is.
of 24-year-old girlfriend's house.
I guess it was. Now it's been confirmed. It's her. It was hers.
Why are his clothes
I
off?
don't know, and that's like. Looks like he couldn't find his shirt and just wanted to get the hell out of it.
It's
Or-
so fucking undignified. It's like, why?
Dude, she honestly seems like the type of girl that would be like, "Let me keep your shirt. I wanna wear it
100%.
still
No,
and
it's
smell
like
like you."
he's getting caught. Like,
So he
like
has-
her actual boyfriend came home.
She
or
put-
something.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
that
it could
looks
be
like to
that.
me.
She
Yeah.
put over a dozen trademarks in his name. And
She's
Bill
buying
We
a
Trust,
property?
all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Just developing like a real estate portfolio. It's
Yeah.
like- yeah, I agree with you, Kenny. I think like when it comes to these massive age gap relationships, it's like it's a toss up as to who is the person like manipulating and who is the person being manipulated.
Yeah.
And in most cases, it's the older guy who's like getting over on the younger girl. But in this case, she's clearly in charge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
He's getting Stan Lee right now. He's getting Stan Lee. Stan Lee, poor Stan Lee was getting fucking rolled. Even Ted Williams.
Yeah.
I have a Ted Williams autograph. You know why it's not worth shit? Because his son fucking rolled him out everywhere to sign 1 billion autographs up until his last breath.
True.
This is what she's going to have him out there doing all kinds of...
Say what you will about Hugh Hefner, he held it down gangster until the last minute.
Imagine.
Hell yeah.
Imagine.
Shout out, Hef.
I will say I liked Hef until I heard that he had them like clapping around the bed cheering him on because it's the only way he could get through it. I'm like, this fucking guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And-
it's disgusting.
Right, he's so rich. Why did that whole fucking mansion always smell like cat piss, they said? I guess it just smells like animal piss everywhere.
I mean,
True.
it's
But
enough bodily fluids get spilled in a place.
I know, yeah,
You're
true.
going to pass a point of no return.
what do you have, like a 6-decade reign of like fucking being Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Squirt
creep,
king.
manipulative.
You know, you gotta wear is a fucking robe. Like, hey, if like the second he dresses up, everyone's probably automatically like, dude, he looks unbelievable because he's been in a fucking robe for 5 decades. It's like me when I wear a blue shirt. I wear black all the time. I wear blue. People are like, oh my god, Gary.
I love that
Like,
he
I
just
know.
called that a cigarette jacket. Isn't that what that's called?
smoking jacket.
Smoking jacket. Yeah.
Definitely.
Sick.
Yeah.
Smoking
It's like,
jacket.
yeah, I get to just wear a robe all the time and call it something
Bill
cool.
Maher told a funny story about how, like, I mean, it's not that funny, kind of interesting, I guess, about going to one of those, like, Hefner pajama parties.
Yeah.
Where it's really just women in lingerie and guys in smoking jackets.
Yeah.
And he said Trump went to one of them. Trump was still just wearing the navy blue suit, red tie. Like, this is decades ago. It's just, he's just had this uniform forever. He's like...
So when he was at the Pope's funeral, he had a blue suit on. I guess some people defended him because there were other people with blue suits. The only difference is he's sitting up front, so it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Right, yeah.
My mother sent me to First Communion, right? The pictures of everyone's wearing white. Guess who has a fucking blue suit on? Me. So my joke is that's why I'm fucking traumatized. I ended up a drug addict, all because my mother thought it would be great.
Or maybe it's why you're crushing on social media, dude.
Yeah.
You got the Don
That's definitely,
genes, bro.
yeah.
Yep.
I gotta film this.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I can't see that. That's just one of those Trump stories I feel like people read too much into. It's like, I don't think he woke up that day and he was like, you know what,
No.
I'm going to stick it to the Pope, the dead Pope. I'm going to wear a different colored, like...
No, but
He
if you
clearly
see,
just didn't think about it.
if you
No.
see the,
Yeah,
if you see the actual real picture though, there was mad people wearing
That's
different
what
shit.
it is kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a trip.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like...
The fake news. There was a lot of guys wearing blue suits. It wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Although I looked the best.
Definitely.
Sorry.
Look terrific.
But yeah, no. When you saw the like aerial shot, there was like
Oh, it is a
there was
bad
like
look. Yeah.
60 guys wearing blue
Yeah.
suits. It wasn't just him.
Oh, okay. If you
Yeah,
zoom
yeah.
out,
He wasn't. Yeah, it was. He wasn't the
Right.
only one.
Yeah.
It was just in that picture that they posted. He was
Yeah.
the only one in sight.
You know what's funny about it is it's like that is the left-wing media's trying to like goad a response out of him,
Yes.
trying to troll him and trigger him.
You know,
and
they're doing the
he's just
same
like,
thing.
I'm
They're-
the fucking master. Of this.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna get a response out
Yeah.
of me?
Yeah.
I invented this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
He walks
They're doing
through
the same thing that the right-wing media did to Obama when he wore a tan suit. They went fucking ballistic on Fox
Right.
News that year,
Yeah.
all because he came out to the podium in a tan suit.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh my god!" Now Trump wears blue, and they're like, "It's just they got nothing to fucking grasp at." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
It
said,
is,
like
you know, politics aside, it is something you kind of have to respect about him, that he's able to see through the bullshit like that and just not respond to certain things. So like, there's that old interview he did with Ali G, where like,
oh my god,
where he's the only one in Sacha Baron Cohen's entire like career of doing this. He's the only one that clocked it and just walked out, you know. And it's like, it would be nice if all of our politicians just were able to see through that bullshit.
you're
you
absolutely right. Because Ron Paul, it took him to drop his pants as Bruno to get him to walk out. Remember?
Fucking hey, dude.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
He dropped his drawers.
Oh, dude, when
Romney too got it good, didn't he?
Romney, I don't remember. I do remember in This Is America, I think was the name of the show, or like Who Is America?
Yeah.
He got some congressman or like governor or something to like chase him around with his pants off, because he was like, I'm gonna pretend to be an ISIS fighter.
Yeah.
And like they're so triggered by any notion of homosexuality, if you pull your dick out, they will run away. And so he got a guy to do this on camera, and the guy had to resign.
That's so funny,
Yeah.
man.
Unreal.
Fuck, dude.
It's unbelievable what you can get people to do though when you put a camera in front of them. Some people love the fucking camera, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it has an impact on people. I heard Bert Kreischer talking about this on a podcast, like doing a reality show back in the day, and he was like, it made me a completely different person.
Yeah.
Like you see these reality shows, dating shows in particular, where people are blabbering like, "Oh, I'm so in love with the person," and you think, "Oh, this is bullshit." They might actually really mean it in that moment.
I got offered to go on Deal or No Deal Island season 2, and the woman who was the casting producer went to BU, and she's like, Boston Robbers in the first season, we would, these Boston personalities really shine through on camera. I'm like, you think you're gonna put me on a fucking island with a bunch of young kids? First of all, I'll probably fucking scream like a girl when I see a bug. I'll be like, oh, what the fuck is that? But I would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I can't do it.
I think you would be fantastic.
That's exactly what.
TV,
Yeah, dude.
My buddy got so mad. He goes, you could have changed the perception of Southie. He goes, you're charming, you're funny. He goes, people would have been like, look at Southie. They're not all racist assholes. He's like, you could have did it. He goes, you're an asshole for turning that down.
Yeah.
I got shit for it.
No, I think you would have been great, dude. That would have been really cool.
I don't know.
I feel like it would have been fun, but like 3 weeks on a
Deal or No Deal though.
It was Deal or No Deal Island.
Okay.
Season 2. So
like how long? Like because Deal or No Deal is the thing with the fucking suitcase.
Yeah,
right?
but they redid it, and the guy, Sofia Vergara's husband there, the Magic Mike guy, Joe Manganiello, he's a big Dungeons and Dragons dude, the actor. He's the host. So he took over, but Howie Mandel comes back for like a fucking surprise appearance here and there. I started watching some of the second season I was going to be on.
Why did it have to be on an island? Was that just like aesthetic?
It's like a reboot, you know what I mean? Yeah.
They do that with all the reality shows.
Yeah, it's like
now.
Survivor meets Deal or No Deal. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fighting someone for a peanut butter sandwich. Like, come on.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know how that would play with me on that.
It's funny you say that like, oh, change the perception of Southie. It's like I drive Uber, so I'm all over Boston, and like I drive people in and out of Southie all the time, and it's like, I don't know, man. I think like it had a lot more character when it was racist, like
definitely,
like fucking departed Southie, as opposed to now it's all just yuppies and Lululemons,
100%.
Going to the bars. It's like,
well, I would have like girls slide in my DMs, and some of these girls were like Southie girls, like new Southie girls, and I'm like, what's going on? Do you have dad issues? Like, no, I love my dad. So what's going on? Like, well, all these guys on like 6 gambling apps, they're all coked out. They all wear the same shoes, same haircut. And I'm like, I get it.
You mean they fucking rule?
Yeah.
Hey, lady.
They're awesome.
Hey, lady, what the hell?
Yeah, so what's the problem here?
so they can afford cocaine. You think that's a problem?
Yeah, I know, right?
I think what you want is a girlfriend.
Yeah. So they're doing much cooler shit, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, they're having too much fun to be interested in you.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they run out of money, they'll be interesting to you.
First of all, if they have money to gamble and do coke, you probably want to stick it out with them. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Those are two expensive habits.
Yeah. Guy's ripping parlays all day. One of them's gonna hit, dude. I promise.
He's like, yeah, man, I got this.
Dude, you know what?
I got these two guys in a sperm race.
They're in a dead heat.
Dead heat. Babe, shut up. I need to watch this.
Reality show I want to come back is Real World, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Those were so fun.
Remember when the dude opened the door and slapped the girl? Remember Seattle?
I assume that was every season, dude.
Hey, it was like the gay black dude. He had a beef with this girl. He opened the door, open hand slapped her, and then shut the door. I went, whoa.
Oh, shit.
What is going on? I think it was the same one with the fucking... Who's the blonde surfer dude that everyone hated? He fought with the other dude. I think it was the same season. I'll never forget that. Real World.
I just... it's been mad long since they've done one, and I think that's what the world needs right now. Is another just group of 8 degenerates in a house just duking it out, dude.
I feel like Netflix is full of these right now, and I scroll past them all the time, and I'm like, who is watching?
Oh, maybe they are doing it again. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, just versions of it. I'm sure that like it's not. It's going to be more PC now. You're not going to have men slapping women anymore.
Yeah.
Which I feel like used to be a mainstay of those shows.
Yeah.
Like Snooki got punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Snooki got rocked.
Yeah.
Remember that Sean Connery interview when he was like, yeah, perhaps she deserves a good slap, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this guy's talking about beating women, then you think, like, he was slapping people as James Bond. It's like a fucking stretch. He was slapping women in the movies.
Yeah.
Like the guy's fucking playing... What are you, playing a character like?
Well, it was a little bit like that Dave Chappelle bit about, the Bill Burr bit about, who's that NBA owner who, like...
Oh, Donald Sterling.
Yeah, said all that racist shit, and people are like, I can't believe he said it. It's like, this guy's 95 years old.
Yeah.
He was born in, like, Mississippi, and he's worth $1 billion. What the fuck do you think he talks like?
That was like when the John Wayne thing, that John Wayne interview came out in 1981, that he was racist. Oh, I'm like, seriously, guys?
Yeah.
John Wayne in 1981. Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So shocking.
I know, right? Well, also, he didn't want his girlfriend hanging out with Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking duh, dude.
Yeah, that's not even about race at
He
that
didn't
point.
want to get AIDS.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd go the opposite route. Ever since he got AIDS, he fucking owned the Dodgers. Like, seems like getting AIDS is fucking the way to go in his case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hell of an American life.
He's
It's
killing it,
like
dude.
to be
Unbelievable.
live such a charmed life that AIDS manages to make it better.
I know,
somehow.
right? Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Charlie Sheen's living with it too.
Yep.
I haven't heard from him in a long time.
That's the one when I heard he had, I was like, are we surprised? Like, he literally talked about sleeping with 2 different women every single night in the Playboy era.
Yeah.
Like, every single night.
Yeah. Those are some of the most coked out videos I've ever seen. Those interviews with Charlie Sheen when he was at the peak of it. Hanging 7-gram rocks and finishing them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I have one speed,
Winning.
I have one gear. Go.
That's such. It looked like an SNL skit when you look back at it. Like, is that was real? Like,
Yeah.
what the
Was
fuck?
it Tiger's
SNL
Blood?
could never,
What did he
dude.
say?
SNL
Tiger's
could
Blood.
never.
Oh no.
Tiger's Blood or something?
Yeah,
Is it?
I got Tiger Blood.
Tiger
Yeah.
I had
Charlie
Tiger
Sheen
Blood.
fucking rules, dude.
Unbelievable.
We haven't heard from him in forever.
He
He's
isn't,
due for a redemption arc.
He was in
after all this.
Maniscalco's first season. I watched it, Bookies and HBO. It's a pretty funny show. He played himself, and he was in a rehab, and they had to go collect money from gambling. He's like, listen, I got a Ty Cobb baseball. He's trying to give him, like, baseball stuff as to pay off his debt. He goes, I don't want your fucking baseball.
Yeah. What was the movie that, like, the Hot Shots? Is that
Oh,
what
my
it was?
God. The
You ever
best.
seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot
Those
like,
movies ruled,
it was
dude.
a lot
Both
like-
of them.
It was a lot like Naked Gun. Like
Exactly,
the
yeah, it
same
was like
dude,
a,
the sucker,
it was like a-
whatever it was.
It was like a
Did you-
fucking Top Gun,
Yeah.
like, parody movie. Have you ever seen it?
Then
It's
they,
Charlie Sheen stars in it. It's fucking so funny, man.
then they did Hot
There's 2 of
Shots
them.
Part 2.
Part
and
deux.
and
Part
he, was,
deux.
he was Rambo, like, in the fucking jungle, and they had to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
get him. It was movies are ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's funny.
There's
the
good
thing
jokes
about,
in there,
like,
though. Really
those-
funny jokes.
It's funny to think about parodying Top Gun as if it isn't already a parody
I
of
know.
itself. It's so
Unbelievable.
crazy. I had a funny moment with my dad watching that movie years ago. It's just one of those things where, like, a movie ages on a geezer and they don't realize it. So
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, we got to watch this movie. It was so great." And then
Yeah.
they're like playing beach volleyball in jeans. And my dad's like, "I don't remember this part."
It looked like a fucking suntan and lotion commercial.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's coming for all of us. You know, you're gonna show a movie to Jace one of these days, where he's gonna be like, "Dad,
What the fuck, man?
what are we watching?"
You guys like this?
Oh, shout out to Jace. He just turned 10 on Tuesday.
Woo!
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Jace.
Happy birthday. What was I just about to say? Fuck. Harlan Williams has a new movie coming out, and I think it's gonna kick back comedy movies back to what they should be.
Hell yeah!
It's what it sounds like from hearing him talk about it. Harlan Williams fucking rules, dude.
He's
He's
hysterical.
one of the best.
One of the funniest.
I think we're the dam is about to break.
But the
with that stuff.
movie-wise, there hasn't been a good comedy movie in fucking years.
You know, Stavros put out his movie.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn and
David
Spade
Spade
are about to put out their
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
I think Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd's movie is
That
gonna be
Yeah.
the
good.
friendship's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
dude.
I think we're there are cracks in the dam.
Norman
you
and
know?
Sam Morril writing a movie too.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and seen Norman last year, and we're walking in, right? And my buddy's real saw him. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, he blocked me. I'm like, who fucking blocked you? He said, Norman. I'm like, why would he block you? He's like, I looked at the tickets as we were inching up close, and we paid all the. He was, maybe we could get us better seats. He goes, well, that deserves to be blocked. I go, what the fuck would make you think?
Yeah.
Hey, so we're in the show. He's like, yeah, he's not even that funny. Yeah, like, he's all pissed off. We're all squeezed in there. He goes, he was hysterical.
It was at the theater across from the Wilbur, right?
Yeah.
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 I saw him there too.
Yeah, I was up in the balcony, fucking squeezed in there.
Yeah.
It was really good. He's hysterical. One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's so good.
Norman's fantastic.
Yep, homie.
Yeah.
We might get him out in Falmouth sooner or later.
For sure.
That'd be cool shit, huh?
Yeah. No, I've been that's under wraps.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
the
Kenny's
best.
pretty good at these interactions.
Yeah.
Kenny's pretty good at, like, he's willing to interact in a way that would make me uncomfortable. But
Yeah,
I've also
but
met
he never crosses that line.
I've also
He
met
blew it with Louis a little bit.
I did blow it with Louis. That was bad.
But that's not
But that's
most of your-
starstruck. I was starstruck.
That's
dude.
that's
it.
an anomaly though. That's not.
But
most
that
of
same
your-
night, I hung out with the Are You Garbage guys. I hung out with fucking.
Right, yeah,
I talked
yeah.
to List for mad long. I talked to Normand again.
Yeah.
I've met
Joe-
Normand like
Joe
5
List
times
is
or something like
hysterical.
that. Yeah.
List rules. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
He's
that.
about to.
But yeah.
His documentary's about to come out,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
is it already
I
out?
saw. That's where I
You
met
already
Louis.
saw it. I know.
Yeah. I went to the premiere in New York of that, and yeah, it's sick, dude. Tom Dustin's the man. I met him. Yeah, Boston guys, man. And then Joe List's special comes out at the end of the month too.
Hell yeah. All right,
Killer.
fellas.
We at an hour?
We're an hour 10.
Hell yeah,
We did.
man.
That was
Wow,
great.
Gary,
flew.
it's great to meet you, man.
No, seriously,
Yeah,
you too.
Fun.
This
I
was
gotta
awesome.
check out your content. This is great.
Yeah.
This flowed so easily. This is great
Fuck
talking to
yeah.
you guys.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. That's what we're going
You got anything to plug? Shows or anything?
Just May 9th with you, right? Don't
Oh yeah,
Drown
don't
contest.
drown. Don't drown.
I'm on that shit too.
We're all on that.
I
Come watch us duke it out. For
fuck
who's
yeah, that's
funnier.
gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Eddie won the last one, so trying to keep it in the Ked realm. So
Yeah, let's
go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Did you? You won the last one?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Fucking right,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks,
What is it?
man.
5 minutes?
Yes, 5 minutes plus like back and forth.
Little banter with the panel.
All right, Ed.
Yeah.
I got really lucky. I was put in like the exact sweet spot.
You
of,
were
like,
a good
the order,
spot. Yeah.
Like where people were most interested and warmed up and had a couple drinks in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah.
We have a show tonight, but that doesn't matter. I don't think I have anything else to plug.
Oh,
Oh, the roast. The
roast,
roast
yeah.
next week.
Which will also did
Five-
they reschedule it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 14th now it is.
Yeah.
Me and Eddie are gonna roast each other.
Oh, get
shout
outta
out
here.
Logan O'Brien for the spots. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Listen
Right.
to our podcast. Goodbye. Love you.
Bye.
That's amazing. You guys gonna
You believe it? This ain't nothing without it. Don't let them keep